of Anxiety, My Friend. Social isolation can be like a cesspool for envy and depression, or it can be more like a lab for self-discovery and learning. Self-isolation looks very different for many different people. There are people that are unemployed and out of a house. There are people that are employed but have nothing to do. There are people that work at home just like they used to before, and there are people that are working now more than they've ever worked before, such as health professionals, such as teachers that are performing miracles every day. Being in self-isolation means you're a bit closer to your phone with all its great potential. But remember, who chooses your apps? You do. I choose my apps. At this stage, it's dangerously easy to succumb to envy and depression and feel a lot of self-pity. So for example, if I'm single and I live by myself, I feel lonely and I'm envious of my friends that have a partner. On the other hand, if I'm married and don't have kids, I am fed up with my partner and all his things. And I'm so jealous of all the love and snuggles and cuddles my friends who have kids are getting right now. On the other hand, if I do have kids, I'm envious of all those that don't have kids and have all this freedom because they don't need to, like me, take care of my kids 24/7, teach them things that school can't really teach them because they're not there anymore. So you see, we can get into this vicious cycle of self-pity and loathing. But it won't take us anywhere exciting, will it? Therefore, we need to change this perception, and that is possible. How? Firstly, become your feelings hunter. Become the hunter that hunts your feelings, because you are not your feelings. You create what you feel. Try to take a step back and look at what you feel. At first, it might be difficult, and at first you might just see what you did. You might just be able to see the consequences of your feelings and the actions that you regret. Number 2, look for 1 or 2 allies. So not a whole world of cheerleaders, but 1 or 2 quality allies, people that you trust, to train your hunting strategies. These are normally the people that suffer the most from your outbursts. Thirdly, slowly but surely you'll start noticing signs of danger, the heartbeat that accelerates, feeling absolutely upset and angry, or whatever you feel. Learn to prevent explosions that are out of control. But have explosions that are healthy and in control. How? Through emotional release. There are so many different strategies for emotional release, and probably most of them would be better served if I explained them in a video, which I'm not going to do on this podcast because it's audio. A super simple and effective strategy is playing some music, yank up the volume to the max, sing really loudly, move your body, move your arms, move everything, shake it out. And here you've got an example of a safe explosion. You're not directing your energy, your anger, whatever you're feeling towards somebody to attack them. You're just letting it flow in your body. Another idea is to take control of the situation. Use language that shows and makes you feel like you're in control. So instead of saying, I have to, I need to, I must, I should, change your language and start saying, I will, I choose to, I'm going to. A simple example is, I have to help my kids with online learning because there's so much to do. This becomes, I choose to help my kids with their online learning because I want to see them succeed. And also the language of time. People complain about not having time. I don't have time to read. I don't have time to do this. Change that to today. I won't read because I choose to. And then plan. Plan for tomorrow. Plan for later. Plan for next week. Plan for next month. Be realistic with your goals, and imagine if you want to read a bit more and you really feel like you don't have the time, set aside 5 minutes a day. And just add it up. At 5 minutes a day, after 5 days, you have read 25 more minutes than you would have last week because you felt you didn't have the time. It's these little changes that are cumulative and really impact your life. Recapping the 3 simple steps for today. Number 1, hunt your feelings. Number 2, practice emotional release. Number 3, change your language from a language of helplessness and victim to a language of greater control. I'll finish today's episode with a quote from the Kindness Box, which the School of Life made, and it says, "Almost always other people are nasty only because they are in pain. The sole reason they have hurt us is because they are feeling hurt themselves. They have been catty and derogatory and foul because they are not well. We don't have to hurt them back even more." Thank you for listening to the podcast Anxiety, my friend. Stay well, stay safe.